So here we are looking at the Washington Mutual chart, ticker symbol WAMUQ. Been a while since the last time I did it, but it's looking like the chart may be getting ready to do another one of its crazy moves. Already did move, had a wild day today, but if you go through the history of the chart, you can see it's got just a massive history of moves like this where even down here before this happened, this was kind of some crazy action, and then you get this big run up. And this isn't the first time. Like I said, if you go back and just scroll back through the chart, you'll see that time after time again, this chart has made really massive moves to the upside that have been very profitable. When you can catch them. So, seeing the big volume come in like this, seeing the price reaction, maybe this was it, or maybe something more is going to follow. So it'll be at least worth watching next week to see anything more can unfold from this. So the first thing that caught my eye was, of course, this long upper wick. So meaning that the price came up here throughout the day, but by the time it closed, back down here. So one of kind of two things happened. There's a bunch of sellers, and they're still there, or this was kind of like a cleansing process, meaning during this push up, the people that wanted to sell were able to sell, and then on the way back down when it was getting pushed down, they were able to sell some more. So this kind of cleansed out all those people that wanted to get out. So if there is another surge in volume, or this volume stays heavy like this, this track will hopefully be much easier and potentially keep on running like it was. Or like I said, if these people still didn't get the shares sold that they wanted to, then history will repeat itself, or else just another move like that won't happen. But if this was indeed a cleansing process today where the sellers got wiped out, then it could really get moving again on next week. So that's what really caught my eye, the big volume and this upper wick here. So still a question mark whether or not what actually happened today. But if this was a cleansing day, then next week there could be some fireworks that Washington Mutual chart is very famous for producing. So in terms of support levels, really the key level of support and that's important for kind of the overall chart, is just this uptrend line here. If the price does pull back, as long as it can stay above here, then that would technically keep this chart in the short-term uptrend that it's established here. But resistance-wise, the key one is this purple line right here, the 50-day simple moving average. You can see it did break above it intraday, but because we're looking at the daily chart, we care about where the close is. That's valued up here at 0.052. But to be honest, I don't think these resistances are really going to matter that much because, again, and I don't mean to keep repeating myself, but the history of the chart, when this thing gets moving, it gets moving and doesn't really pay much attention to resistance levels. So really the two key attributes that I've already touched on are the upper wick here and this big volume. If this was a cleansing day and if the volume can keep up, then I really don't think resistances are going to matter much at all. So that's pretty much the point of this. We'll see what happens next week, but maybe history is about to repeat itself again in terms of some crazy moves. So at least get it on your radars and see what happens. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook. With your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's good variety, something for everybody. It is all free. We've been making some good money together on our alerts, so I'd encourage you to go to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One more time, this is WAMUQ. Thanks for listening, and enjoy your weekends.